Hi, welcome back to our channel.
And in this video, we're going to look at a topic that is often overlooked in marriage, but has profound impact. And if left unchecked, can cause a lot of pain and frustration.
Curious?
In Genesis 2:24, it's written that a man shall leave his mother and father and be united to his wife, and they shall become one. This doesn't just speak of a physical departure, but an inner shift of priorities.
So the question is, have you already left? Have you really left, actually, your family?
If not approached biblically, this relationship creates distance and tension in your marriage.
And let's take you on a journey through my own life. At the beginning of our marriage, I definitely had problem to step into my new role. I hadn't really let go of my attachment to my parents by fear of hurting them, and my mother had difficulties to let me go. And instead of standing by my wife, I was shielding my mother.
Yeah, and this brought tension.
And this is an issue that many men face. When our first child was born, the dynamic shifted even more.
Yeah, which is very common.
Because my mother was trying to get too involved. And at first, I didn't really address it because I just thought she was trying to help. But over time, I could see the strain it was putting on our marriage.
I felt unheard.
And I was caught in the middle. It was not good. And I knew something had to change. I took a deep breath, gathered my courage, and said stop. I set clear boundaries and made it plain that my priority was now my wife and my family. And it wasn't easy. My parents took it as a shock and with tension for a while. But looking back, I see that as a defining moment.
It was.
Not only for our marriage, but as a man and as a father. And setting boundaries with our parents can be very scary for many reasons.
Number one, we might fear that setting boundaries will hurt or disappoint our parents.
This is something I was definitely dealing with. And number two, guilt.
Many of us are conditioned to prioritize our parents' need above our own. And setting boundaries can feel selfish and disrespectful.
Number three, cultural or family norms.
Yeah. In some cultures, setting boundaries feels like betrayal.
Number four, emotional manipulation.
Parents may use guilt, shame, and manipulation to keep their children in a submissive role.
And over time, the tension dissolved as my parents understood the importance of the boundaries, and it wasn't that easy, and we've heard other stories. And this experience also helped me to realize my tendency to try to please everyone. By learning to say no to my parents, it helped me to say no in other situations. Is anyone else dealing with the same issue? And by choosing to stand for my wife, I stepped in the authority that God has given me as the head of our home. And it was as if I suddenly was walking, finally actually, in the role that He had designed for me. Not just as a husband and a father, but as a protector and a leader. And honestly, it didn't happen overnight. It was a journey.
Yeah.
And this is a reminder to me, but as men, we're called to be strong, faithful, and courageous in protecting what God has entrusted to us. And when we come into this role, we come alive as God intended it to be. And what about you? Maybe you feel stuck, but you know how important this step is, but you're not able to cut the ties. But the good news is you don't have to do it alone.
Inner healing can bring the breakthrough you need, while Holy Spirit reveals the root of those unhealthy ties. He will replace them with truth, and as we already mentioned, you are not alone. God is with you in the process, leading you step by step. And if you found this video encouraging, or maybe also a little bit hard, still join us weekly for practical and life-giving insights on this beautiful journey called parenthood. Until then, bye.